So welcome to Let's Talk Cars. This week we have to go through the Princess Diana Ford Escort that recently sold at auction. Now in the last video I sort of tried to put together what I thought the price would be on that car. Now I said 225, it obviously went a lot higher than that, and we'll bring up some clips of the auction.
Here's the hammer! At Silverstone Auctions, selling then the Diana Princess of Wales 1985 Ford Escort RS Turbo S1 for £650,000. Third and final.
But you know, this car in the end sold for a huge amount, 737,000, which is a huge amount, and you know, it's just incredible what these cars are making. And we'll talk a bit more about the Diana thing, but also later on I want to talk about cars as assets and where I think they're going, just to give you my opinion on what's happening. But if we look at this car, it went up and up, bids from Dubai, and actually in the end it did go to an English buyer we think was Chris Evans, the ex-DJ. So yeah, it stayed in the UK, which is great. But let's just have a look at, you know, how much money this guy gained on this car, because this car originally sold I think for 37,000, so 700,000 profit. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's absolutely correct, but obviously he's made a huge amount of money on that car, and what a great acquisition that was. Now what's interesting is that Diana had another Ford Escort which sold in July 21 for 52,000. So now whoever bought that one for 52,000, obviously that car's probably $250,000 or even more now. So it's just quite interesting how these values are going and how these auctions work, especially with like collecting cars and that now. But it's just an outstanding figure, and I was trying to watch it. I was actually coming back from holiday. I was on the airplane on the Wi-Fi trying to see it, and I just couldn't believe it, you know, to go for that huge amount of money. But it is Princess Diana. There's not another one, and that's the key to getting the biggest value. So let's just look at cars as assets, because you know, you've got Bitcoin, you've got property, you've got stock market. Where could you go? But if you look at the returns on cars, they've been quite incredible. And I want to just go through why I feel cars, you know, will keep rising up. So we've got at the moment $70 trillion being inherited in the next 25 years, over 70 trillion, so a huge amount of money coming in. We are seeing that cars 50s, 60s generation are starting to get weaker, less buyers because of the age demographic. So I've got, you know, my opinion on it, that I think that the 80s, but especially the late 90s cars, 2000s, are going to have a bit of a rocket in value. And a lot of that comes from car events. I mean, we was at Moton's at the weekend, we had a great event there, and I really enjoyed it, and took the P1, the STO, the Murcielago, and I see, you know, you're meeting new people. You've got people who are in the same thing. They love cars, enjoy cars. I went on a sim, but that's where I see the value coming. So even though we're going electric, I think people love coming to these type of events. The next thing is, obviously you've got all this information available since COVID on, you know, and time you had to look at cars. So you've got collecting cars, you've got bring a trailer, you can find a car, look at values, understand about how many were made, what colours, how limited they really are. And that knowledge is powerful for everyone. I use, you know, the Google searches and that all the time, trying to find cars, looking on Facebook, Instagram, different things. So everyone's open to that now, so everyone can learn more and more about cars, which is really exciting. But to go through, I thought I'd just pick 3 cars. So when I was away, I was thinking, what cars would I buy or look at investing in? 2 of them I've already got, but there is a third one. So I think the one for me that stands out is the Diablo of the 90s. I think an SV, if I could find a really good one, they hardly ever come up, but I know there was a green one on collecting cars that went, I think, 135,000, way too cheap. And now I think these cars are going to rocket. I think the Murcielago SV is going to go to just under £1 million. The one we've got, super low miles, UK car, you know, 4,000 mile. There's only 3 UK cars left. It's got to go up there. And then my McLaren P1. I think that's another undervalued car. LaFerraris are say 3 million. These are sort of 1.4s. I think they're going to chase up really quick. Also, the Murcielago and the P1 going to the events has made me realise that people absolutely love this car. They love the Murcielago, they love the P1, and a lot of people, it's their favourite cars, but in the younger generations again. So as they come through, they become wealthier, they get to 40, 50 years old, these are the cars they're going to look at. So I've got to hold on to them and play the long game. And, I really look forward to that, and I love showing the car off at events. I feel like it adds more value to the car, talking to all the people that do the photography and videoing and just showing them the car, taking them out in the car. It's just a fabulous feeling. So I feel it's just going to keep going on and on in those eras. Hope you enjoy this. Hope it gives you a bit more updates. I don't know if there's anything else, any other cars you want me to talk about on a Let's Talk Cars. You might have some. If you put some in the comments, I'll give you some feedback on what I think. Our collection is growing more and more. I think we're up to 25 or 28 classics now, and I'm not going to stop there. We've actually bought a really special car last week, and we've got another one we're looking at this week. So we're pushing on, and yeah, we love you watching the videos and hope you really enjoy what we're doing. Please like and subscribe to our channel. There's more coming soon, and we'll keep you updated.